Hello guys, how are you? This is Krishna Chaitanya Paningapalli, and I would like to start a small course on Microsoft Excel for data analysts and data scientists, and business analysts too can participate in this. And I'll just cover those topics which I feel important for business analytics and data analytics domain. I'm not going to explore any other topics which is irrelevant for this domain. So first, let's start our session. So this is the application, guys. This is what Microsoft Excel looks like. Uh, don't feel bored since I have to start it from the beginning. I'm just giving the introduction, and these things what we call as tabs, and there are certain ribbons here. This area is what we call as computational sheet, and whatever the operations we perform, the various arithmetical operations, logical operations, and all the calculations, we perform it here. This is what we call as calculation sheet, and this is the formula bar. And when we want to make a connection with Microsoft Excel, or when you want to communicate with Microsoft Excel, that can be done by writing the formulas. You can write the formula here, or if the formula is already written, if you click the cell, you can see the formula here. And one of the basic alignment of Microsoft Excel is the vertical alignments is known as column, and the horizontal alignment is known as row. See, as you can see, as I am shifting my mouse towards different cells, here this one is getting changed: D8, I8, D3, F14, K11, G6. As you can see, what does that mean? Actually, cell is nothing but an intersection of row and a column. See here, I7 is nothing but this cell is the result of intersection of 7th row and 8th column. This is how we have to understand it, guys. If we type I7 here, you'll automatically be taken into that particular cell. This is nothing but a small kind of address. Like a post will be delivered to our residential address. If we type the address here, the particular cell will be located. So this is the basic interface of Microsoft Excel. On the top bottom corner, there is a zoom panel here. You can click plus to zoom in. You can click minus to zoom out. All these things you know pretty much. If you click the plus, the new sheet will be opened so that you can continue your calculation in the other sheet, or you can create much more backend calculations. So as the first topic, I would like to start my discussion to state the reasons why Excel is most important thing in the life of a business analyst or data analyst. So let me just brief you. There are various data crunching softwares in the market. Power BI is there. Tableau is there. Please excuse me with my spellings. And AlterX is there. Then why Excel? Why not all these things? Why Excel? So I'll tell you few things. Why Excel? Why not all these things? Excel is the cheapest or low budget or budget friendly software available in the market. Almost in every system you will find Microsoft Excel. And Excel formulas are quite less complicated. Simple way of framing formulas would be there in Excel. And for the data, which is not a complex data, for simple kind of data sets, Excel is pretty handy to use. And up to certain decent level of visualizations we can make out with Excel. So that's why most people prefer Excel as their analytical tool while crunching the data. These are my employees. and this is the monthly salaries I pay them. Now I just wanted to know what is the total amount of salary I pay every month to all my employees. So there are two ways of doing that. The first thing is press equal to, manually type some data. This is how I used to do at the beginning of my learning. So this is how I used to calculate it. Now there is another way of doing this. Just select the cell in which particular amount contains. You can do this. Both of them actually gave you the same result, but where does the difference lies? What should you follow? I suggest to follow this one, cell referencing method, because when you edit one of these cells to 15,000 instead of 10,000, this thing has updated, but the first thing has not updated. The reason for this is, in the first instance, as you can see the formula here, you have given just the numbers. But in the second case, you have given the address of the cell. That means whatever value is presented, whatever the value is there in E5, it will take that value into consideration. Whatever value is there in E6, it will take that value into consideration. Whatever value is there in E7, it will take that value into consideration. So most of the people who work as data analysts, business analysts, they don't use Excel as calculator. Excel is more vibrant than the typical calculators. So cell referencing is one of the best techniques that professionals are aware of while using Microsoft Excel. Suppose I type my name Chaitanya here. Here my name got automatically aligned into left side of the column. If I type 25,000 or 2,50,000, this has got automatically aligned into right side of the column. Can you guess the reason for this behavior? I'll tell you. Excel has certain artificial intelligence features installed in this. It automatically taps the value that we type in, and it automatically recognizes whether you're typing the text or date or percentage or whole number, and it will store the value as per its data type. So as you can see here, Chaitanya, the name Chaitanya is a kind of string or textual format. So Excel automatically recognized it and aligned it to the left side of the column. As you can see, this 2,50,000 rupees, Excel automatically recognized it as number and it has aligned it to the right side of the column. Now, can we change these prefixed data types? Yes, you can. Just click the cell in which your value is. Go to this drop down. You can select the currency. You can select the number. Like that, you can make some edits. So why formatting of cells is important? I'll tell you. There are certain formula in Excel in which you have to use only particular kind of formatting. Suppose in few formulas where the numbers are involved, suppose if I want to sum two numbers, I cannot have text in any of the cell, right? If I have text, if I want to sum two numbers, see, if I want to divide two numbers, see, if I want to divide this thing by this thing, how can Excel perform? It cannot perform it. So in order to perform, the value in this cell has to be a number, right? Even though sometimes what happens is, even though you type number, Excel doesn't recognize it as number. Then you have to convert that into number by going here. This is how it all works, guys. This is the basic introduction of Microsoft Excel. In upcoming classes, I'll discuss more about data analysis and data visualization and data cleaning too. And thank you very much for attending this session. Thank you. Bye bye.